Hey guys, Mother here, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where today
Thermopylae.
we're at the Thermopylae.
They say you can't walk this battlefield without getting blood on your toes.
Now, that deer is looking very aggressively at me. I'm just gonna ignore him. How you doing, bud?
If you close your eyes, you can hear them. Their final war cries, before every last one of those brave Spartans perished. Their voices were silenced that day, but their story will be sung for an eternity.
Okay, so...
You
nice
didn't bring
history
me here
lesson.
to talk about dead Spartans.
Yeah, why are we here?
What's on your mind, Herodotus?
The Battle of
Herodotus.
Thermopylae still echoes in our hearts, but to stand here is to feel it in your bones.
There's
Okay.
nothing here but ghosts. My concerns are with the living.
Yeah, pretty
Hold
much.
out your spear.
My spear? What for?
I need to know something.
Oh, it's glowing. Oh, that is glowing. Oh, he's still Yeah, they're not doing too hot. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's how the spear broke. Oh, I never actually noticed that. Oh, down he goes. Yeah. It's a not a pleasant way to go. Oh, howdy there. That is a weird looking hat. Standing up after that? Oh. That just went inside. No, down he went.
Herodotus!
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You good, bro?
The stories are true. That is the spear of Leonidas. The hero's blade.
You knew this would happen.
I didn't know, but I did suspect. There is a place I'd convinced myself was a dream. Until now. A peculiar structure on the island of Andros. Mysterious shapes carved in stone. Like nothing I've ever seen.
I mean, we're kind of in
You want
Greece,
to
so I
sail
would
to
suspect,
Andros so
like,
you can show me
seeing carved
shapes?
stone isn't
In
that
my
hard
travels,
to imagine.
I heard whispers of an ancient civilization. A people who came before. Your spear and that place are connected.
Alright, let's
The
go to
spear
Andros.
awakened to you, Herodotus. I trust you.
You understand? I will do everything in my power to help you find your mother. I promise. But first, we must sail to the island of Andros.
I'll meet you at my ship.
Alright, off we go then. Alright, we are here.
We did it, folks. We
finally hit 5. Alright guys, we're here. And let's get going. That's a weird looking door.
A door? I've never seen anything like it before.
I know. Alright, let me in.
How do I get inside? I wonder if...
Yeah, use the spear.
Who's there? Come out!
Hesitation only hastens.
The grave, I know, Mater.
Ah, Mama
Your
gave me
form
spot
is
lessons.
improving. Your resolve is strong, but you're not taking action.
I was going to.
I know, but it's the moments in between that decide everything. Your turn.
They'll
That
need
is
a spear.
Big spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready.
What exactly is that burden, Mama? I'd kind of like to know.
I felt something.
Huh?
The spear. It has magic.
Carries with it a long line of power. A bloodline of incredible heroes. The same blood within you and me and our family.
All of us?
Think of Leonidas. He had great courage.
Alright.
And he made a great sacrifice.
Which is kind of the stunner reference in
You
the fact
share
that...
his blood
Yeah,
and the
they've got
strength he
Yusu
possessed.
blood.
We are able to feel certain things happening around us. That is our family's gift. But not everyone understands that. Some recognize the power we bear and want it only for themselves. They will try to take it from us.
Oh,
I won't
no.
let them.
I know. You're a warrior. If we keep moving forward, always moving forward, we're untouchable.
That sounds like a terrible way to live.
Storm is coming in.
Then maybe we should move forward now.
Ah, good one. Okay, clever. I like it. Alright, let's go on in.
Mother, I haven't forgotten you.
Oh, and the spear is blood. Where is that going? That just clipped into the floor. Where did... What? No! No! No, you can't just have your door clip into the floor. Bad game. Yo, you can't just have your door
By the gods,
clip into the floor.
who built all this? How does a place like this exist?
That is a good question that I will not be answering.
How could I even explain this to someone like Marcos?
I mean, that is kind of fair. Bring Marcos here, his brain would detonate.
Something's glowing over there.
Ooh, glowy stuff. I like glowy stuff. Hey, it's a spear hole. Oh, it's changing. Oh boy. Put this thing in there, yes.
Forge activated. Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
Oh. Alright. Yeah. We upgraded our spear. What the hell?
Themos.
Dang, they got that new
Forge.
quest too.
I knew I let you stay in the Animus too long. Your vitals are crashing.
You don't understand. This confirms it. Cassandra didn't just have Isu technology. She had the means to improve it. Imagine how powerful the staff could be.
I admit, that could be an incredible find. But right now, I'm the doctor, and I take care of you.
Shut up,
Now get some
Bibu.
rest before you go back to Cassandra.
Victoria Bibu. Don't tell me to
No
rest.
time to rest. Abstergo goons could be tracking us down right now.
And the rest of us will be ready for them. If you burn out here, our mission will be done.
They told me you had a cheerful bedside manner.
Don't forget, we're a team. We'll back you up until you're finished your investigation.
I know.
Yeah,
Kyoshi
you know, this
secured
is
the
great
loft
and all, but can
yesterday,
I
and he's
get back
keeping
in
an
the
eye out.
Animus?
Elena's on call doing
This
historical
has always been
research.
my least favorite part
And
of the
I'm here to
Assassin's
talk
Creed
if you're feeling
games,
any confusion
is
from the
when
Animus.
they take you out of the Animus.
Always the therapist.
Like, can I just stay in the Animus?
I'll go stretch my legs. Too bad we don't have access to the Abstergo gym anymore, huh?
Membership costs too much.
Don't moan when I bump into you, you freak. Alright, let's see what's around here.
Eagles are fine and all, but a pet monkey would be even cooler.
Shut up! Eagle is cool. Don't talk about him like that.
What?
God damn it! No, no, I refuse. I refuse. Okay, let's get back in.
Are you sure you want to go back into the Animus right now? I get the impression you'll be there a long time.
Good.
Yes. I'm ready to go back to Cassandra.
All right. I'll be watching your back.
Good. Into the Animus. Into the Animus. Alrighty, what's happening to this thing? Ah, it's got a handle now. It's got like a whole grip.
My spear is stronger now. The cult won't stand a chance.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I get it. You know, take out cult members, take their little triangles, and then snatch it. Sound good to me? Let's see. Huh. Cultists. Can we unlock any of the identities? Oh, we have a few identities we can unlock. Let's unveil.
Cosmos demands to know the secrets hiding in the hearts of men. So I simply cut them open.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
What's one life worth without 1,000 others behind it?
Okay, bit frightening. That's okay.
Slaves understand you better when you carve your rules into the backs of their heads.
Okay, we're gonna kill him next. I don't like this guy. Let's unveil you.
I spent 20 years at sea, only to realize the cult was my home.
Oh, that's creepy. Anyway,
The fight is only over when I am the last man left standing.
okay, bit intense.
Chaos is our greatest strength.
Oh, shit. Belos. If I remember correctly, aren't you the one at the end? No, you're not the one at the end. But I do know that the one at the end is a cultist. So is that.
The cult is nothing without me. Even the gods cower in my wake. Kneel or die.
Okay, Demos, coming on a little heavy, brother. Okay, it's a feasible discussion.
Who needs democracy when Thrakmi rules the world?
Jeff Bezos. Okay, that makes sense. Your name is literally Midas. That's hilarious. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. This place gives me the creeps.
Well, Herodotus will be happy. It's clear someone was here far before we were.
Yeah, and Isu, which you have bloodline with.
Did Leonidas know this place existed?
Probably not. Possibly, actually. No, I did not want to climb that. I wanted to... Oh, that's an arrow. Howdy there.
Time to talk!
Okay. Dude, tone it down. Just a little bit. That's all I'm asking. Christ, you are free climbing that thing. My little brother's alive. Oh, let's go
You're
give him a
not hard
hug.
to track.
Did you come alone? Are you all right? Alexios, you're alive.
Hug.
Don't touch me.
Okay, not
Come
time
on,
for
little
hugs.
brother. You have to tell me everything. What's happened to you?
I don't have to tell you anything. I don't know you.
Well, I know you. It doesn't matter. There's more important things to argue about.
You're right. Like that stunt you pulled with the artifact. It got my attention, if that's what you wanted.
What? The artifact showed the truth. We're family. And we made it out of Sparta alive.
Yes, it did show the truth. It confirmed what I always knew. You threw me off a fucking mountain.
Okay, not my intention.
You think it's that simple? Come on, Alexios. Let's talk about it.
Stop calling me that. I already know what happened that night.
Right. Demos. Now him, I don't know.
He's a demigod. Worshipped and feared by the cult and all the Greek world.
That...
Sounds like a fantasy to me. Did the cult cook that story up too?
I'd watch your fucking mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Don't threaten
You
me,
didn't
little
when you
brother.
had the chance before, and I bet you won't now. This is stupid. We need to find our mother.
I'm not interested in reunion. I just want to know what you think you're doing.
Same thing as your cult. Looking for Myrine, our mother.
They don't need her.
Your cultists think differently. She's their next target.
If they ever pursued her, it would be to kill her. But if you don't know where she is, that means she abandoned you too. How sad.
Hey, she's still
Even
my
if we
mom.
were abandoned, we survived. We can go back to the way things were if we can find her.
The cult has no interest in sentimentality or family. Its only aim is control.
Okay. I never found
If
Nikolaos.
it's true they're after us, tell them they'll never find Nikolaos. He's off the map. Trust me, I've searched myself.
If I could find you, the other long-lost child of Nikolaos, then I can find him. And when I do, he'll wish he was thrown off that mountain.
Okay.
I don't care what you think. I'll find Myrine. Do the right thing. Come with me.
What?
Join me, little
We
brother.
could find her. Together. You could help me.
Come on.
Oh, you think friendship is the answer?
Yeah.
Running around like lost children looking for dear mater. You're so weak.
Hey, me.
It's responsibility, not weakness. I won't abandon the whole family just for spite.
Responsibility? Get off your high horse.
Nah, my horse got a
The
blow.
cult has a plan, and it won't be interrupted by the likes of you.
Listen, I'm taking out the cult whether you're in it or not.
I'm going
buddy.
after the cult, you know.
You've seen our numbers. You've seen what I can do,
It's not.
and you
probably
still
killed more
think you
people in the
stand a
campaign
chance?
so far.
Try me.
So having guts runs in the family, does it? You claim we have the same blood. So let's see what you can do.
You're still my brother.
We still found each other, brother.
Ow!
I told you not to touch me.
It was such a little just slap. Just
Demos!
a little slap. Just.
Malaka. Herodotus won't believe this. I have to tell him what happened.
All right. Let's get on down there. Hey, yeet. Yeet. That's a bear. I'm gonna run. Oh shit. Jump. Get down. It's time to get down. It's party time to get down. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Herodotus.
Well,
Yeah, talking about somebody.
was the legend true? Was it magnificent? What happened to you? And your spear?
Slow down, Herodotus. My spear's stronger now. I can feel it.
And look at it. It's got a
You
new
were
handle
right.
and
There
everything.
was some kind of artifact there. It showed me a vision. Of me and my mother.
So, the ancient civilization is real. Cassandra, you have no idea the power you possess. All harnessed in Leonidas' spear.
That's not everything. Demos followed me here. The cult's already moving, he told me himself. They're going after us. My family, Pericles.
Why would he tell you? Unless it was a trap.
It doesn't matter. We have to get to Athens to warn Pericles. And we need to find my mother before they do.
Okay,
Then
let's get to it.
we go to the Pnyx. If Pericles is anywhere, he's there.
I'm pretty sure that's just Meeks. But whatever. To Athens! Alright. Here we are in Athens. We're gonna go talk to Pericles up here. I'm gonna go talk to Perry the Platypus. How you doing, pal? Excuse me, man. Oh, there's a puppy. Look at the puppy, he's such a good boy. I wish I could have a dog, like in this game. I have a dog, actually.
The Spartans may draw near to our walls, but we must come together now for the glory of Athens!
Glory for you!
Don't throw tomatoes at people.
Please! Just because the Spartans are near our walls does not mean we can act like them!
Don't eat that.
A good crop! Shame the Spartans burn the fields where it grew!
I don't like you.
The
You guys don't
Parthenon
know why I
is
don't
glorious, Pericles!
Unless you played
but
this
at
game,
what
then you know
cost?
exactly why I hate this game.
How many triremes could we have built instead?
We must not become divided!
We are divided! And the Spartans are winning! Act, Pericles, or I will!
Political fear at its best.
Oh, good. You came. Things are worse than I feared. Cleon has turned the mob. We have to hurry.
Where?
Okay, let's hurry then.
To Pericles.
Hell yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, conversation with you, pal.
Stay back. She's no threat
Buddy,
to
I'm just
Pericles.
telling you right now.
I assure you.
You look at this person, you say get
Herodotus.
back, and they will
It's
crack
fine.
you nards.
Let them through.
It's good to see you again, Pericles.
And you as well. I only wish it were under better circumstances. And who's this?
Cassandra.
I'm person.
Welcome, Cassandra. And what did you think of your first taste of Athens?
Tomatoey.
I think you did a great job.
It's so easy to forget the good someone has done when times become hard.
Pericles, we've come to...
We must choose our moment wisely and speak our words more privately.
Okay.
Fine. We've come to you on urgent business.
As does everybody.
I may have told Cassandra you'd invite her to your symposium.
You'd ask me to exclude every Athenian and invite an outsider instead. You heard the crowd. They don't need another reason to hate me.
Okay, but what if
she's
I...
working for you,
Yeah, exactly. What if I help
maybe
you
the
out with
prying
some
eyes will see her as a
then I
servant.
won't be an outsider.
I'm no one's servant.
Cassandra, this is Athens. If you want something, sometimes you have to play a role.
And what exactly is it that you want?
I'm looking for a woman who's very important to me. Herodotus said a symposium could be useful for gaining information.
He would be correct. I can get you in, although I can't promise the information you seek will be found.
Just tell me what to do.
First, check on my colleague, Mediochos. He was meant to meet me today, and it's not like him to miss an appointment.
Done.
Alright, let's go meet up with the guy.
My friend, Phidias, needs to be taken out of Athens as soon as possible.
Anything else?
Oh,
yes.
Phidias, that's the guy
There's
that
an
was going to
ostracism
be
vote
assassinated.
taking place that could use
Yeah,
your,
let's get him the hell out of here
influence.
before he gets a knife in his back. Alright. I'll
do
to
it.
it.
I'll expect you to use discretion.
That went well. It isn't exactly an invitation, but the promise of one is just as good. Although I'm sure he'll still ask Aspasia if it's okay.
So long as it comes.
Well, let's get to it. Alright, we're back here and we're talking to Mr. freaking, this guy.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you
Socrates.
Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said,
Oh my god,
then,
talk to a philosopher.
who do you claim to be?
I'm a mercenary.
I know the price of actions. I have to as a mercenary.
That simple piece of information tells me more about you than your name ever could. Explaining oneself must be carefully done.
Explaining myself would take more time than I have.
Then let us focus on a single recent event. Tell me, as a mercenary, is there anything you wouldn't do?
Yeah, of course. I have lines.
Just because I'm a mercenary doesn't mean I'll do anything.
Even if the pay was more than adequate for the task?
Even then,
What if you were offered something you desperately needed, something you couldn't get anywhere else? Would you move this line you've made for yourself?
Yes.
it moves when I need it to.
A strategy for those who must be adaptable, or for those who wish to justify their actions.
I decide if my actions are just.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmi, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
I did what I was asked to do.
And your needs are greater than those of the man you helped ostracize. Still, you raise a fine
The fact that I
Who is
got
more
him ostracized.
Anaxagoras for getting
In
himself
the
mixed
mission
up in
slightly
this,
prior to
or
this
you
that I just did,
for simply
we
sealing his
switched out
fate?
some tokens, I guess, for votes to get this guy ostracized. Getting him ostracized saved his life, though.
Fine. I'm more responsible. But I did it because I have one concern. Myself.
Then I hope you also think about today, about Anaxagoras, about choice.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
That's not what I
You're
meant.
late.
Literally, it
They're all
saved his life.
waiting
He was
for
gonna die if he
I
stayed
wish
here.
to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know.
Alright, later, Socrates. Jesus. That's an interesting fellow. Alrighty, so we're all dressed up for our symposium. Okay, so let's go talk over here. The question mark really is. Talk to him. Hello, hello? Is somebody okay in there?
Someone's being hurt.
Open this door
Hold
or
on,
I'll
Cassandra,
kick it in!
I don't know if someone's getting hurt in there. Cassandra, hold on. Oh, God.
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded
That's
like
a
someone was in
possibility.
pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
Okay, you're a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Listen,
I
I'm
only
looking for a
came to this
person.
symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
I really hope not.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
After
you know
your
what? I'll get you your
display
oil. I will
earlier,
get you
it's
your
probably
oil.
safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long.
You know what? Yeah, I'll help you get your oil, but you do your own thing, man. I'm gonna leave you alone. I don't want to get involved with there's a goat in that room, so I'm just gonna leave you. Oi, I need some oil. Olive oil, there we are. Sorry, I'm trying not to bump into people here. I'm sorry!
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
I did bring the oil! Here's
I
your
come
oil.
bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to
You
join
are a
us?
good advertiser, I'll give you that, pal. But I'm gonna stick to the information.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end.
Hey, I can
like
have
that.
fun, but not with you.
Focus.
You're not
I'm
my
looking
type,
for a
buddy.
woman who fled Sparta a long, long time
More,
ago.
male.
Fled
like.
Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Corinthia, okay. The Hetera?
Hetera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts. Ali! Come back inside! Ooh, the celebration continues.
I'll leave you
When
to it.
you reach Corinth, find Anfusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Anfusa in
leave that one.
It's not much, but it's a start.
It's something. It's something, and I will take anything at this point. Oil and love. Very nice. Hi, how you doing, bro?
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Every penis? That's a bad that's a bad thing to fight with.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you
Sophocles,
know
okay.
that. And you are?
I am
I'm
looking for
suffocating.
information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, You expect too much.
I will
You could
slap
talk to
the
every
mustache
Peters.
off your face.
He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
Yeah, no.
No, you don't.
All right,
So
let's get him
we
drunk.
get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argiv than Athenian.
Impressive foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
I'll
All
get
right.
the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
All right, let's see.
Save for that
wine.
arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
Dry wine.
I've
Take the dry
come to
wine.
get your finest dry wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Oh, you were literally just standing in here before I got here. Do not get in your high horse. Asshole.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things.
Yeah,
It
don't call me
isn't
it.
one of
That's
them.
not. That's
What
not
do you
nice.
call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides.
Every
Oh,
penis.
go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though,
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
you and Aristophanes
drinking
could both
competition.
use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
To Dionysos.
This is delicious.
This is nectar of the gods.
Yay, everybody's
Another
happy. I chose
round.
the right wine. Because I know if you chose the
How
other
about
one,
some
then
more?
they both don't really like it all that much. So I'd rather it be everybody happy.
Where did you find this delicious wine? It must be Pericles' finest.
You know what they say, good wine makes good friends.
Ready for another?
Drink another. Let's wait to ask him until he's hammered.
This is the best symposium I've been to in a while.
You know what? I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan
Ready to play about
mothers
my
go
mama.
to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps
Wait,
his office
like-
in Argos.
like
If
actual
she went to him
Hippocrates.
for help, there's no
Like Hippocratic
doubt
Oath
he'd
kind of
have given
Hippocrates.
it.
Okay.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think.
I want to sing with you. I totally want to sing with him. Can you sing with him? Let me go sing with him. Hold on.
Here I come.
Dang it, I want to sing with him. I wanted to sing with him really bad.
And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say?
You guys can keep going with the conversation, honestly.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out.
Yeah.
He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway.
You don't have a lot, buddy. I don't
If you
like...
see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Alright. Okay. Now let's talk to this guy. No, I don't want to go to a damn store. Athenian attire. Common torso. 100 armor. Damn, that's not half bad, honestly. Huh. Do I get to keep this afterwards? I would love to run around kicking ass. That'd be hilarious.
Being so new to Athens and gaining access to this symposium is no small feat. Though you said there are things you wouldn't do, you gained Pericles' trust so quickly.
I've made my choice.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
What is your point being argued?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rules. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you
I'm
agree
not even
that the
trying to
act
say
of
that.
ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
Rulers are unjust. It's just a waste of time. Rulers are unjust.
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
Oh my god, I'm going to crack
Wasting
your
your time.
nose.
Aspasia.
Who?
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
That's one way to put it.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is
I know who
Aspasia.
you are.
I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I did what I had to, and I'd do it again. I make no apologies.
Okay, that's not what I meant.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I've been
I'm
searching
looking
for
for
a
my
woman
mom.
named Mirini, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Alright, I'll go get your boy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Trying to run by these people and not knock it up. Pericles! Pericles, where are you, homie? I need help. I need help. I need lots of help. Pericles! Pericles, come here! Here, talk to you! Perry the platypus! Okay.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Hey.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough.
You don't?
But
You're up
these
here.
parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles.
Yeah, the cult
is coming.
And they're like
bringing their strongest
They have
weapon.
everything controlled by them.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members. And I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Time to leave the symposium. Sorry.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
Yeah.
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There is a woman in Corinth I'd like to talk to.
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades. He says you don't go there to talk.
Alcibiades says a lot of
You
things.
need to not listen to
He sure
Alcibiades.
does.
You're a little too young for that.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
Yeah.
That's very true.
In fact, I've actually
I
gone
really
back to
like working for
Kefalonia, so you
Aspasia.
would have seen me
She
either way.
says she
if
has
you
a
came
mission
with
for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra.
Bye, baby. Have a nice time. Sorry. Well, guys, I'm going to end this episode off here, and if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, go check out the other videos to be able to making them, and hopefully this storm stops raining in my face. Bye, everybody.